Hi everyone, and welcome to the Chat and Vibe series for the upcoming Vitality Festival, which is starting on October the 31st. It's running for 9 days, and we have 70 amazing speakers, world-class speakers in the health and wellness field, who are all there to show their support and thanks to the frontliners, and to be there to inspire and empower each and every one of you who decide to join us for the Vitality Festival. But today we've got two amazing ladies who are part of our sponsors. We have Noreen Mosley and Jenny Boymel, who are part of Project Optimism. How are you ladies?
Great.
Great.
So Noreen, why don't you tell me a little bit about Project Optimism?
So Project Optimism is sort of a, I suppose, the brainchild of the Centre for Optimism, which Victor Purton runs and has run for several years. And he's a keynote speaker at the Vitality event. And he's amazing, absolutely amazing and very inspiring. And Educate Elevate, which is what Jenny and I run. So it's our little brainchild. And so we offer the online learning training component of it. And Victor offers the thought leadership, the thinking and the heart. So it's really a platform for learning all things optimism, whether it's business, personal, pleasure, personal development, and we're launching it around the time of Vitality, which is going to be very interesting for us. And our first course is it's a doing course. It's a learning how to be optimistic course, and it's a course that's free for everyone. So we hope that everyone will learn to be a little bit more optimistic as we need to in these times. And I think it feeds very well into the whole ethos and I suppose raison d'etre of Vitality, and that is empowering people with tools and with skills. So the habits of an optimist, we hope, will actually empower people to be more optimistic and lighter and brighter in their lives. It focuses on 14 different habits. From smiling, laughing to thinking, and it's done in a very, very energetic, fun, disarming way, which encourages people to engage in some activities and some thinking, and hopefully come out feeling lighter, brighter, and, as I said, more optimistic. So we can't wait to share it.
Sounds fantastic. And I think, you know, the habits that people form really help them to be the person they want to be. So it's important to know the habits and then be really persistent in terms of following them through day in, day out.
Repetition, repetition, repetition. That's it.
Yeah, love it. And Jenny, tell us why you decided to get involved in the Vitality Festival.
Well, I suppose when you first came to us and shared the vision and the plan and the thought behind Vitality, the Vitality Festival, you know, it completely resonated with us straight away. It's such a difficult time out there, and you know, some people are thriving and doing amazingly, but I think everyone's impacted, whether they're thriving or really, really struggling. And I think, you know, our frontline workers are out there day in, day out, really protecting us all and doing what they have to do, while the rest of us on the whole are struggling in a different way sitting at home. So I think, you know, there's so much gratefulness and appreciation to show for these amazing frontline workers, and you know, help them get through this time and really help everyone get through a time and really focus on mindset and health and really make it a little bit easier. Together we're better. You know, it's about bringing people together and helping them. Everyone's going to find a different way and resonate with different speakers. Incredible lineup of world-class speakers, and you know, we're thrilled to support the event and absolutely love the work and want the whole world to come and be part of it.
Thank you. Yeah, and it's incredible. We've had people from all around the world signing up. I think they love us Aussies, and we've obviously got a lot of good information for them. So tell me, you know, for a lot of people at the moment, they're not feeling optimistic. You know, there's a lot of uncertainty going around. We hear that all the time in the media. You know, why do you think it's important? Why is it important for people to be optimistic?
Well, optimism, you know, there's some very diverse ideas about what optimism actually is. And there's this idea out there that if you're optimistic, you're this kind of Pollyanna kind of, like putting like the cherry on top of everything and assuming that the world is rosy all the time. And that's just not it at all. Noreen, do you want to share the Centre for Optimism's definition? Because it's quite interesting.
Oh yeah, I know there's different variations of it, but it broadly runs as optimism at its core is a belief that things will somehow work out in the end. And if they don't, it's not the end.
I love that. I think it's really interesting because, you know, perspective is everything. And sometimes when we're in amongst, you know, whatever's going on, the drama or the, you know, the pressures, we don't see what's happening. But once we have some time and some retrospect, you sort of, you know, you stand back. And how many times have you said, oh, retrospect's a fantastic thing? You know, we always go through these incredible experiences in lives, and often the really painful ones are the most transformative. And when you sort of step back, you can see maybe at the time it was terrible, but the lessons that come to us as a result of it, it's just quite, you know, life-changing.
The Dalai Lama has an amazing quote, and it's, choose optimism, it feels better. You know, and it's just about, we see it very much, Noreen and I talk about optimism all the time, but we see it very much as a lens that you wear and turn up to life with. So you can actually choose to see the world as hope and that things will work out, and you can choose that. It's a choice. You wake up and you decide that you want to be more optimistic, and it comes more naturally for some people than others. So we all recognize that, but it's certainly something that you can learn. Like, not everyone wakes up and smiles at everyone and laughs and does all of these habits that we talk about, but you can choose to do them. And so it's just a matter of actually deciding that you want to.
Fantastic. I'd love to hear from each of you, and then I'll contribute as well. What do you, Noreen, do each day to make you feel optimistic? What's one thing, the easiest thing out of all the things that you do that you could share with our viewers today?
Oh God. You know, I think I get up and I make my bed. I make my bed and I feel good. And there is a phrase that if you make your bed, you can change the world. So I just think, you know, get up and do little things, and little things become big things. There.
Beautiful. Thank you. How about you, Jenny?
I think for me, the biggest one, you know, it depends on where you get your energy from. I get my energy a lot from other people. And I think for me, it's surrounding myself with optimists. So, you know, being around people who are positive and open and thinking and, you know, like kind of have no limits and think the world is their oyster. So being around other people like that makes me feel very optimistic.
I love that. I remember coming to one of your events, and you were talking about the tribe, you know, creating that optimistic tribe, because whoever we're around, you learn to vibe from them, don't you? And I know it sounded boo-hoo for some people, but it's true. When you're around people who are positive and optimistic and laughing and enjoying life, it lifts your vibration. Whereas, you know, when you're around people who are unfortunately depressed and have got a pessimistic point of view, it tends to bring you down. Yeah, I love it. Well, for me, and I agree with what you were saying, Noreen, it's a choice. You know, optimism is really a choice in life. And for me, I wake up every morning and I do make my bed. So, goodness. But that's not my one. My one is I literally, before I even get out of my bed, I ask myself every day, who do I want to be today? Yeah, and it brings back the power of choice to me to decide, you know, how I want to be. And some days I just want to be calm and really relaxed and chilled out. And other days I want to be really focused and energetic and all bubbly. And it just depends on and what I want. But I think for me, taking back the power of choice that we each get to decide. And like you were saying, optimism is a choice. Fantastic. Well, thank you, ladies, for being a part of this today. It was so great. We're so grateful to you as Project Optimism to be as our sponsors. And we know there's great alignment with everything that you're doing. And I can't encourage people, and if you're listening or watching this today we'll provide a link, okay, to these ladies and to the Project Optimism on LinkedIn. We've got some fabulous free courses coming up, and you don't miss out on them, because they're there to really to power you up, to make you feel better, and to allow you to live a better life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, ladies, for being here.
Thank you so much. Thank you.